Hello, I'm Philip Loicano for TeaPartyHD. Conservative black leaders identify and dispute racism allegations at the National Press Conference today in Washington, D.C. Alan Keyes, William Owens, Kevin Jackson, and more spoke to identify and clarify their true mission. Kevin Jackson, author of The Big Black Lie, who loves America, calls for a 2010 emancipation too, and is also growing tired of being called inflammatory names for simply being a conservative black man with differing political opinions than the liberal blacks.
My wish to rid black neighborhoods of crime, get black children access to quality education, build the CEO mindset in black children makes me a Neanderthal, an Oreo, and Uncle Tom a sellout, a tool of the white man, a sufferer of Stockholm Syndrome, a cracker lover, a black man who dates white women, Clarence Thomas, and a race traitor. Of what race? The human race? One thing that Democrats don't want to discuss is their history of race, and their history is repeating because Democrats have re-enslaved America, and this time is not just catching blacks, it's catching whites as well. It's catching everybody. And that's why I call 2010 Emancipation 2. This time even the white folks get freed. The Tea Party movement challenges blacks and other minorities to understand that government is the problem, not the solution. The Tea Party movement is scary to those who want bigger government. The left has wielded racism like a dirty nuclear weapon, destroying whole cities and the hopes and dreams of many Americans, not just blacks anymore.
In addition to groundbreaking statements, William Owens spoke passionately about how historically the word racist had stood for many difficulties through slavery, lynching, and not served here. Owens stated that the word racism has been diluted to be nothing more than a trump card.
Racist. 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 I'm a racist. Racism exists in America, but the word has lost its historical meaning. If my white brother was to use the word, now bear with me, nigger, in a friendly or playful manner toward me in front of my black brothers, he would be thought of as a racist. But if my black brother greeted me with the same jovial banter, no one would take offense.
President Obama considers removing the moratorium of drilling in the Gulf after 107 days of BP's oil spill. The company executed a successful static kill procedure which pumps heavy mud to block the leaking well. BP's officials state the well is now being monitored per the procedure to ensure the well remains static. Further pumping of mud may or may not be required depending on the results observed during monitoring. Here's what President Obama had to say.
I hope you don't mind me interjecting, though, a topic because it's in the news right now, and I want to make sure that all of you are aware of it. One place in our country where people have faced particular struggles in the last few months is in the Gulf of Mexico as a result of the BP oil spill. So it was very welcome news when we learned overnight that efforts to stop the well through what's called a static kill appear to be working, and that a report out today by our scientists show that the vast majority of the spilled oil has been dispersed or removed from the water. So the long battle to stop the leak and contain the oil is finally close to coming to an end, and we are very pleased with that. Our recovery efforts, though, will continue. We have to reverse the damage that's been done. We will continue to work to hold polluters accountable for the destruction they've caused. We've got to make sure that folks who were harmed are reimbursed, and we're going to stand by the people of the region however long it takes until they're back on their feet.
Obama's poll falls to a 41% approval rating, which is an all-time low and not surprising. The president has been spending extreme amounts of money, but has yielded little in any success.
More bad news for President Obama in the polls, and that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. A new Gallup poll out today says just 41% of Americans now approve of the job Mr. Obama is doing. 53% disapprove, and that is the lowest rating from Gallup in the president's tenure. The president is doing everything he can to change the negative perception, and that includes continuing to pound the Republican Party.
They have not come up with a single solitary new idea to address the challenges of the American people. They don't have a single idea that's different from George Bush's ideas. Not one. Instead, they're betting on amnesia. That's what they're counting on. They're counting on that y'all forgot. They think that they can run the okey doke on you. Bamboozle you.
I thought Obama's campaign slogan was change. Now he's comparing himself to and sounding a lot like the Bush administration by using the words hokey do and bamboozle. Wow, his convoluted vocabulary must be running low. Lastly, as a follow-up from an earlier story on Arizona's SB 1070, once again Lady Gaga gives her embellic opinion that was posted on Twitter. The Monster Ball is by nature a protest, a youth church experience to speak out and celebrate against all forms of discrimination and prejudice. So I guess today's youth church experience is to show up in lingerie bashing laws that protect our borders and swearing in front of our tweens as seen in the video. I'm Phil Loiacono for Tea Party HD. Have a great day.
One vantage point of one news camera with one news reporter that has an agenda. That's what we've been fed since TV was invented. Those days are over. Anybody can be a journalist if they're out there covering a story. It's a battle for the control of what people are seeing out there, and I can arm them with a camera, and now they have that power that the networks have. You can't hide from all these cameras anymore.